Hi people, hope you're well. Welcome to a workout, yeah. If you listen to voice, I'm a bit chesty. I've had a chest infection. So I've not trained for 7 days, yeah. And I'm itching to get back into it, yeah. But listen, I was coughing like I don't know what, and I wouldn't have got through a workout, I couldn't breathe. And I'm still a little bit chesty, but I'm getting rid of it. Right, so what am I going to train today? Everybody's thinking isokinator, yeah. No, I'm not. Right, let's be honest. I did start a 90-day program with isokinator, yeah. And everybody knows me, I always change my mind. Right, so why am I not going to continue with the isokinator 90-day program? Well, I'll tell you, it's just plain and simple. I'm bored, yeah. I get up and I think, right, it's an isokinator workout, and I'm bored, right, because that's me. I can't help it. So I'm still going to stick with isokinator. But what I'm going to do is something different, and I think it's something that I will be able to stick to because I won't get bored. I'm going to do isokinator one day, bull worker another day, so I'm going to split them two up. I'm going to do chest expander one day, and then I'm going to do power springs another day. So moving forward, especially after Christmas, I'm going to train 4 times a week: isokinator, bull worker, chest expander, power twister, yeah. So it might not work in that order, but it's something to that degree. So today's workout is going to be with a chest expander, yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick to principle what I did with isokinator. I'm going to stick to the same program, and it is going to be a 90-day program still, but I'm going to include all those elements. And it is just because, people, I get bored easy, yeah. I'm not one of these people that can stick to anything, unfortunately, and I've always been the same. And it just is just is pure and simple. I'm bored, yeah. And when you get bored, you stop training, don't you? So you've got to keep it fresh and fun, which is what I'm going to do, yeah. And I can't wait to get my hands on that chest expander again, because it is one of my favourite tools. Off we go. Right, so people, the training I've been doing with the isokinator recently has kind of taught me something. And if you notice, when I train with the isokinator, it's a 7 exercise principle, and then I do the bull worker, and even on that workout, it's a 7 exercise principle. And surprisingly, I find out that really works. I mean, I've started growing massively, yeah, in such a short space of time, and I do believe it's simply because I'm not overtraining, yeah. When you're younger, you can tend to get away with longer reps and sets. When you're older, you just can't. Your body's wanting to wind down anyway, and I know we don't want to admit that to ourselves, but that's what's happening. Your body's in wind down mode. You've passed your best and you're decreping, deteriorating, yeah, which is true. And when you're overtraining, you're taking too much out of that tank, yeah. Obviously, unless you're juiced up, you know, supplemented up, or whatever people take that still look in amazing shape at our age, yeah. But I'm not. I'm natural, yeah. Completely natural. Just eat food. And you do realise that your testosterone levels, you know, your recovery levels, they're all lower than what they should be. So this is why I think that the 7 exercise principle is absolutely perfect. And this is what I'm going to apply with this. I'm going to do 7 exercises with this, and I'm going to use the Reg Park cable course. Now on there is 9 exercises, but I'm going to miss out the biceps because the biceps get trained anyway. So off we go. We'll start with deltoids, and I'm going to start from beginning. I'm going to start with 1 Spenby spring, which is only a 5-pound spring, and we'll do 3 sets of this. Off we go. So come out of it that way and then go back into it that way, nice and safe, nice and slow. Now this shoulder is the damaged shoulder, so I'm interested to see how it feels now. Ooh, it feels a lot more stable, a lot better. The muscle that really went kaput has actually come back. I can feel it there now, nice and solid. It actually turns on, whereas before it just didn't fire up at all. And as you know from the previous video, it turned out to be a torn tendon. So I rested it, iced it, heated it, trained it properly, and it does seem to be on the mend. So I might be a little bit cagey with this workout because I don't want to push myself back again, yeah. And you'll notice throughout this video, I've already mentioned it, I'm fighting a chest infection, so I'm breathing like a cart horse, yeah. Right, so round 2. So last round I had 1 spemby spring, now I've got 2, so there's 10 pound of resistance there. One thing I did wrong last one, I trained the strong arm first. You should always train your weak side first, because that determines how many reps you're going to get on the strong side. So for example, if you get 10 out of this, and you can only get 8 out of this, it remains weak. So unfortunately you've got to be as strong as your weakest point, so train your weakest point first. So we'll start with the left hand. Yep, off we go. Ten on that side, pull out of it nice and slow, get back into it. Right side now. Ooh. Don't be in a rush to complete those sets. You want to create as much time under tension as possible, yeah? So keep it nice and slow. Right, so if we go round 3, got 3 springs on now, so that's 15 pounds. Off we go, weak arm first. And I can feel it now, it's getting quite heavy already. Nine, 10. Felt that. Managed to get a good solid 10 out of that though. So next time I move up springs even more, yeah. So I started off with 1 spring, got to 3. Next time I do this workout, I'll start off with 2 springs and get to 4. Yeah, and that's how I'm going to move up. It's only £5 increments at the moment, so it should be, it's doable, yeah. Off we go. So that's that one done, yeah. Moving on to the next exercise. Right, so this next exercise is a deltoid raise, single arm. Right, so off we go. Get a little pinky in there. Off we go. High level. On that side. Right, so weak arm now. I should have done weak arm first, by the way. eye level. So what I noticed there is I'm trap dominant on that side, and the trap did actually start to switch on a little bit and take over the movement, so I just put my shoulder blade back and put that trap back to sleep, yeah. So if ever you do find out you're trap dominant, it's because you pulled forward, just pull it back and you put that trap to sleep, and then it'll be your deltoid that's working, yeah. It's only a slight tweak, you probably can't see it on camera, but it's just a cue there if you find you're training your traps when you don't want to be. Right, so off we go, round 2, we can first. 5 pound spring. Keep it nice. Set that shoulder blade back so the trap don't perform the exercise for you. Off we go. Ten of them. Now, one thing with this exercise, don't turn it into a momentum exercise, yeah, just to get the workout out. Don't be doing all this, yeah, just to get it up there, because then you're not training the shoulder how you want to train it, yeah. You've got to keep it slow and precise, and there's got to be zero momentum when you kick that up there, yeah, it's got to be all shoulder, yeah. And if you do it that way, with your shoulder blade slightly back and set, you realise it works the entire rotator cuff muscles. You feel them kicking, especially the weak ones. If you let momentum take over, then you're just training all delt, yeah, and the muscles will take over, and you'll end up in this situation like I'm in, yeah. So nice and slow. It's not a big exercise, this. It doesn't need to be heavy. And that really does kick in if you keep it slow, yeah. I'm going to shoot one right at the last set, yeah. Swap arms, strong side. Two more. Ten. Like I say, I'm going to stick to that weight. It's not one of those exercises where you just want to keep piling weight on you, because you just end up cheating. The minute you cheat, you're wasting your time, yeah? So you might as well stick with what you can cope with, yeah? Until you've really, you know, there's nowhere further you can go, then you have to start adding weight, yeah? But don't be in a rush to add weight to a side lateral raise, yeah, it's a mistake. Right, so now we're on front chest pulls, And listen people, I know I can do a lot more than this, but you have to start somewhere, and I'm starting at the beginning. Good thing about starting light, yeah, you can really engage the muscles that you're training and you can really switch them on, yeah. Start too heavy, too soon, then you start the old momentum thing, yeah, and just get from A to B, yeah. Don't be in a rush to get from A to B because you're missing tricks, yeah. With me starting back here and building up from there, it does actually trick the muscles because you're growing in increments all the time. It tricks the muscles into growing, believe it or not, yeah. You don't have to be killing yourself every workout, right? As long as you're going up in increments, yeah, every workout or reps or whatever, as long as you're going up constantly, that's what tricks the muscles into growing. And it's an old trick that old style bodybuilders and physical culture people used to use, yeah. They didn't kill themselves. They used to go up in increments, right? So, and then they started off light. This is where the light dumbbell system came from, yeah. They started off right at the bottom levels and built up really, really slowly, and that's why they have some of the best physiques in the world, yeah. Go look at those old school bodybuilders, old school trainers, yeah. The physiques were unreal and they were natural, yeah. Anybody in 1900s, yeah, before 1940, 50s, natural, yeah. Go look at them physiques, and they trained like this. They didn't, you see, this all out training, especially when you see pumping iron and stuff like that, it all started, unfortunately, in the age of steroids, yeah. Natural trainers can't train all out like that. You burn out and you burn muscle. If you want to build muscle, keep it small, but keep going upwards and onwards, yeah. Right, so set 2, got 2 springs on. Keep it nice in your front. Don't allow when you pull it, don't allow the stander to go upwards, yeah. You've got to pull straight to your chest. It's got to be straight all the time. You start allowing this to happen, and then you're not doing the exercise correctly. And if you slow it down on this part of movement, it trains inner and outer chest. If you rush it, you're not training chest on that bit. Right, now, I've just rested on purpose. Have a rest if you have to, yeah? There's no rush. As long as you don't put momentum in when you start again. So it's got to start from a like proper solid stop. Slowly pull into it, yeah. Right, like I said, we've got 3 springs on now, so it's getting interesting, yeah? Still got to try and keep it nice and slow. Ah, 6. Right, I'm not going to go on anymore because I don't want to start cheating. I want to keep it good like that, yeah, so I'm going to stick at 6, go for 7 next time, yeah, I want to keep it real. Right, so single arm pull-outs now, yeah. Again, this is an exercise where you should try and stay relatively light, yeah. Now it calls for 10, so I'm going to do 5 on each arm. So basically, you have your arms outstretched and you just pull one arm out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what this exercise does, it really engages the back. So I'll Stay there so you can see what's happening with the left arm. Absolutely nothing, just stay still. 1. There actually. 2. 3. 4. 5. Nice. Right, so the second set, got 2 springs on. Oh, I've done 6 there, I should have done 5, sorry. Here's a taxing exercise this. Because you've got your arms at that position all the time, you get tired quick, so you can only afford to do 5 on each side. Ooh, I felt that. Oh, I felt that. When I move on to 3 springs, I'm really going to feel that, yeah. I'm going to do 1 more because I did 6 on the other side. I'll just do 1 more. Just to keep it all even Stevens, yeah. Right, so I've got 3 springs on now. The beauty about training old school people, yeah, if you don't know, is you always only want to be training about 70% to 80 max of your total best, yeah. You don't want to be all out all the time, and that's the nice thing about using this type of training when you're older like me, because you don't like overexert yourself, and you can recover, but you can still build muscle as well. It's a very, very old technique, and it's long forgotten these days in bodybuilding. Everybody thinks that you've got to go all out, yeah, and you can't do that all your life. I've been an all out person, and trust me, I've been injured a lot just for being an all out person, yeah. I wish somebody had just grabbed me down neck when I was 15, give me a slap down face and just said, what are you doing? But you don't really get that. You get encouraged on to be mad in gym, which is a big regret of mine, to be fair. I wish I'd discovered all this type of training years ago, but you know what you're like when you're younger. You don't listen anyway, you just crack on, don't you? Right, so off we go. 3 springs on, so that's 15 pounds. Weak arm first. Remember, no momentum. Three. Wowzers. And that just actually stopped there because I wasn't using momentum. I didn't want to just pull it from there to there, yeah, because you're not training your muscles. So I'm happy with 3 on that. Right side, no momentum. I'm going to match that 3, yeah. Oh wow, that is an awesome exercise, yeah. And you can see it trains chest as well. People think chest expanders only train back, and to be fair, till I started using them properly, I did. But you realise if you slow it down on that movement, it trains in and out of chest. So you're training your back when you're pulling back, yep. But then when you slow it down on this movement, you're training your chest. Your chest is stopping it from coming back, and that's where this is an unsung hero, yeah. It does train chest. Right, so exercise 5 is tricep arches. Now, how I understand these to be is start there and pull it out to there, yeah. That's how I understand tricep arches to be. So it's not this one, yeah, it's this one. So pull to there and out. So off we go, yeah. 10 on each arm. So there, out. 1, 2. 3. Now you will notice when you get into that, yeah, it trains your lats, it trains your rear delts, your rhomboids, all middle of your back, and it trains your triceps. So it's a good all-rounder this, if you do it in a certain sequence. That's why I like to put that little pull there, just to engage the lats, and that's for triceps. That's 8, and it also trains delts. That's hard, is that, yeah? Nice exercise. All round upper body, yeah? The full circumference it does. Next, I'm just changing springs over, so I'll just show you the little tip if you've got these type of clips on here, yeah? I used to try and get them off of these cogs here, and it's hard because they're thick. Then what I realised was, if you leave all them on there, yeah, it's easier to clip it onto this. You just press it in, and it's in, yeah? Now, if you can stand those rattling, because they do get annoying, it's worth it, because it's so quick to change over. Just a little push in, and it's on. And the same as to take them out as well, it's just a little tiny push, and they're off. Yeah. Whereas when you're trying to get the spring over that, it's impossible. It's a workout in itself. Right, so we can first. Five, 6, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Now I'm going to have a little breather because I'm tired on that one, and I want to give this arm best possible chance to get a good 10 out. One thing I'll say as well, when you get to this here, that bit there, yeah, it really trains your grip and wrist strength. So go with that. And another thing as well, this arm that's straight out, don't just hold it straight out, squeeze it straight out so that you're squeezing the tricep. Yeah, don't forget about that, yeah. You get out of it what you put in. It's worth squeezing that tricep. Yeah, people, I can't wait till after Christmas, because I'm on it after Christmas. I'm going to go all guns blazing, yeah, New Year's resolution and all that. I'm going to get this off, I'm going to get this into shape. Yeah, I can't wait. Right, so we'll move on to the right arm now. And you do actually feel that, it trains the whole circumference of that area of your body, yeah. So it does bring your chest into play, it brings all your back into play, shoulders, triceps, wrist, forearms, brilliant exercise. So because I got quite a decent comfortable 10 out of that, I am going to move to 3 Spengler springs. I've said earlier, these are £5 each, so that's 15 pounds of resistance. Don't sound a lot, but it is a lot when it's pulling back on you all the time, yeah. Right, we can first. Let's see how many I can get out of these, yeah. Ooh, feel it already, that. Four. Ooh, keep it slow there. Nice. Right, I'm going to stop there, yeah. Because I'm going to start straining and being silly. And you don't want that, yeah. So you've got to build on that, yeah. So I've done 4 this time, go for 5 next time. And your body will thank you for it, yeah, if you don't kill yourself. You will get stronger, don't worry, there's no rush. Oh, wow. Four. And then you feel it all explode, yeah, the triceps, rhomboids, everything, yeah. That is a cracker. Right, so now we're going to a single arm tricep curl. And Reg Park used to do this a fantastic way. When I first started doing this, I used to have, see this arm here? I used to have it that way, with the knuckles facing my head, yeah. And I did it like that all the time. Now what that does, it closes your shoulder. So if you've already got an injured shoulder, it can put a lot of strain on that. Reg Park does it like this, or did it like this. He kept the arm knuckles facing ceiling, so it opens your shoulder joint and you can actually get more of a stretch on it. So do it that way. It's a bit of a subtle difference that way, knuckles facing ceiling, yeah, as opposed to that way where you close all the joint off. Good tip that, and I'm glad I discovered that Reg Park training, because I used to do it wrong all the time. It used to really aggravate me, pull the shoulder. So pull the shoulder first, knuckles facing outwards, yep, nice, even pull, behind your head. Ten, swap sides, so that way, come nice. You're aiming to touch this trap on the other side, kind of, and you're aiming to keep this arm still, so you're just moving the elbow. You can allow it to sway to the side if you want full stretch. I like full stretch. And that little pause at the top really sets your tricep on fire. Ten. That is a good exercise, especially with the reverse grip, it's brilliant. Right, so I've moved on to 2 Spemby springs. That's 10 pound of resistance. I've got a funny feeling this is just going to turn into a different beast. It's going to be really difficult. But we'll see. Feeling quite strong on the left side, where I wasn't before. Right. 9. Ooh, is he going to get 10? Whew. 10. Ooh, only just. Only just. Whoa. That does turn into a beast of an exercise, that really does. Now see if we can get 10 out of this arm. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, burn city. Right, so third and final set on here, and it's 3 Spemby springs, so it's going to get interesting and it's going to get hard really quick. Just a tip now, when you're training on these, I trap that finger with that thumb, yeah, so it can't slip off, and I do that all the time, yeah. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but it just means that you're not going to lose that grip, because last thing you want to do when this is up here is lose that grip, because it will twang you on the head and it hurts. So that grip, please, yeah. So this is going to really test me, because I can tell it's hard already. So you've got to be ready for some pain now. Right. And I can't do one. And that's simply because I ain't got any momentum in it. Try with strong hand, see if it's just a weakness thing. Strong hand. Strong hand can do it. Easy, yeah. Strong hand can take that. So this arm is still a long way from this arm. So what do you do in a circumstance like that? You put your ego away, you take a spring off, and you work to your weak side first, right? So I'm stuck on 2 springs. It doesn't matter. Once this gets super easy, this arm will be strong enough to move on to 3 springs. You just got to be patient. Off we go. I could have done it with this arm if I'd have started cheating and swinging and stuff. Don't want to do that. Three, 4, and the weakness is showing now on this arm. 5, oh, and that is purely down to being injured and weakened. Yeah, so I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Just going to keep strengthening this up. So I got 5 that time. So strong side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I've got to stop there, because you're only as strong as your weak side. Right, so last exercise is the back pull down from the front, top of the head. Then I'm going to start off with 1 spring, even though I know I can do miles more. Yeah, because the aim of the game is to A, train properly, and B, trick the muscles into thinking they've got to grow. And how you do that is when you start a new workout, you start tiny and build up very slowly, yeah. Don't be in a rush, like I always say. If you're in a rush to get strong too quick, then you hit what everybody calls plateaus. But the problem is you hit them quick, yeah, and your muscles aren't adjusted and they haven't really grown. So this is the way you make them grow, people. Yeah, it's a new workout, new regime. Start at the very bottom, yeah. And each time this goes up slightly, your muscles have to grow. Honestly, trust me, they have to grow even though you're moving up in small increments, yeah. Right then, so this one, above the head, pull down to the back. 1. I know this is really super light, but your body will thank you for it. 2, because it'll go up every week, week on week, and your body has to grow. 3. 4. Squeeze those muscles, make it count. 5. No momentum. Slow it down on that way. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's the eccentric part of the movement, I believe. Slow it down there as well. nice and easy, but the body will thank me for it. Going through the gears. Off we go, round 2. Right, last set. Off we go. Just a quick one for you, yeah? If you notice how I have my hands, I have them that way, not that way, yeah? And it's only just because that's how Reg Park has hold of them, and I'm just copying it. I suppose if you do it that way, it closes your shoulder joints. If you do it that way, you can get a lot more out of it. Oof. That's it. That's training session 1. The 7 exercise principle. Yeah. 90-day program coming in January. Yeah. So I'll explain it again. It's going to be the isokinetic, bull worker, chest expander, power twister, all those. Yeah. And there's not a lot of legs involved, so I might even put a 5th session on legs, but I'll decide later, yeah. But like I say, people, if you were following the isokinetic 90-day program, yeah, I do apologise that I'm not just sticking with that piece of kit, because it really was phenomenal, yeah. It really sorted the men out from the boys, and even though I did it for that brief time, I can tell you it works, yeah. And I just got bored of it. I just got bored of doing one thing, yeah, knowing that I'm going to do that day in, day out, yeah. It just bores me. Not everybody's built like me, yeah. You might like that. You might like to pick the same piece of kit up, pick exactly the same exercises up every day. I just get bored. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, yeah. This is why I've added these, because I miss them. And this is why I'm going to add the power twister, because I properly miss them, yeah. But it is going to be a good workout, yeah. And I'm going to do my best to make it last 90 days. But it starts in January. This is just getting into it, yeah. The actual routine starts in January, and it's for 3 months. And I'm going to stick it in like glue, yeah, because it interests me. And we'll see where we get. But I'll tell you something, we're definitely going to get somewhere. Yeah, this is becoming ancient history, is this problem. Apart from this, look at that. That is a real problem. And I can't even get doctors to even talk about it, never mind look at it. They're not interested. They said it'll go eventually. I mean, come on. It's got bigger. I do eat my spinach, you see. Popeye, anybody remember? He had an elbow like that, didn't he? Yeah. I don't know, it's like another brain. Anyway, I enjoyed that workout, I really did. And that isn't bad. This is why I didn't train biceps. Because you use a lot of bicep in the pulling movements anyway, so you don't need to train them. That little spaghetti arm is getting a little bit bigger. Yeah. It's only half an inch smaller than this arm now. That's with concentrating on it. I tell you what I do. Wake up in the morning, every morning. I don't just get out of bed. I know it sounds really bizarre, but I tense this as hard as I can for 10 seconds. Yeah. And then I let go. Do that every morning. and it's already grown half an inch. Yeah. These little tips and tricks, you know, they're all free. Right, so I'll see you later. In the meantime, you lot, keep training.